And welcome back guys, DinXy here, and this is TV with a Let's Play of Supreme League of Patriots Issue 1. Patriot is Born. So we're stuck here, trying to figure out how to get the receptionist an audition. Well, I guess we'll talk to her, see how that goes. And clearly we need to open that file cabinet. And yeah, I've done this a little bit here.
My mind literally boggles when I try to imagine what might be kept in this file cabinet.
Your mind can keep boggling because you're never going to find out.
Bitch.
I'm sure they're all locked.
You bet your ass they are. And there's no way you're getting the key.
I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important.
Why? Why should I give you the key?
And this is the new part to get to the
Do
audition.
you want this audition or not? I've tried pleading with Stefan, but he's not buying.
On the other hand, if we had a little motivational material...
I don't know about doing something unethical.
It's alright.
Fortunately, we know a lot about doing something unethical. You might even call it a speciality.
Help us help you. To help us.
There you go.
Okay, but you have to keep me out of this completely. Anything you look at has to go right back again. It has to look as though you found it independent of me.
Of course. Of course, my dear. Wait, do I need the key? Oh, blah. There we go. Let's see what can we find inside.
It's mostly accounts and financial papers. Nothing very exciting.
Keep looking.
What were you expecting? Compromising photographs?
Oh yeah?
Yeah, you're right. He'd never keep those in a file cabinet.
Whoa! Penelope gets paid 5 times as much as Kirk.
Damn.
Well, she does have to kiss Stefan for a photo opportunity once a year. I'd say she's earning every cent.
Please.
That could be it. Kirk is very insecure about women. Professionally. It will really set the cat amongst the pigeons if you show this to Kirk.
That sounds great. Thanks for the help.
She didn't help at all. Why am I moving here?
Hey Mel, maybe we could just use this to blackmail Stefan into letting me win the contest. Forget all the other stuff.
Nah.
That's devious, disloyal and dishonourable. I like the way you think. Although if you aim too high, you might find he just calls your bluff and we get nothing.
Yeah, I guess you're right. We'll just let the receptionist get her audition. We get a free pass on the 3rd and final test, and I'm into boot camp.
That's the spirit.
Thanks for the help.
I didn't help you.
Yeah, you did. You just... Oh, that's right.
So
You
swole.
didn't help me.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, Kirk. Do you know? Penelope's getting paid.
A job with a major TV network like this must come with a pretty huge salary, right?
Sure, but what I love most about this job is finding talented people and giving them a chance in life. It's what the American dream is all about. I don't do this for the money.
That's a relief.
Why is that?
Nothing. I was just thinking that if you were the kind of guy who was only in it for the money...
It would probably come as some kind of soul-crushing, ego-annihilating bombshell if you were to learn that Penelope and Stefan...
I get the impression that you boys want something from me.
There we
Really? What could 2 naive, impressionable young men want from you? On second thoughts, enough about the tabloids. You were in the middle of offering us a bribe.
What do I have to do to make this conversation go away?
Give the receptionist an audition in your singing show?
Done.
go. Nice.
Like a kipper.
Let's go and tell the receptionist she got her audition.
Just make sure she doesn't quit when she fails that audition.
Hey guys, what was all that about soul-crushing, ego-annihilating bombshells?
Oh, it's not important now.
Yeah, we were just going to discuss your German singing
Balls
career.
missing. Achievement unlocked.
Thanks for all.
Damn, Kirk, he helped us and he's so underpaid. Consuela, you did it. You get the audition. I got you
I
the audition.
managed to get Stefan to give you an audition.
You kept me out of it, right?
Of course.
Absolutely. He has no idea who betrayed him hideously just to advance their own career prospects.
You're not going to make me feel guilty. He makes me do his laundry.
Oh.
Really? What's left for Sunita to do?
So, can I have the key to the gaffer's room now?
Please. There we go.
Okay, try not to get
Consuela's
caught
got
going in
talent.
there, though. Stefan could still take away my audition if he finds out I helped you.
There we go.
I-
Consuela's Got Talent was the achievement we unlocked.
It-
At least she doesn't say now pendejo. Okay. Let's open it.
Finally, we can get into the gaffer's office.
Finally. It's like a cabinet.
Call this an office? It's just a cupboard.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's bigger than my first apartment when I moved to New York.
Stefan doesn't let anyone have offices anymore. He says it's bad for the ego.
Yeah, his.
Yes. Invisible wire, glue, box. I guess we'll take everything.
Gigabond epoxy. The commercial says it will glue anything to anything. Do you think that would include my left hand to my right hand?
Probably.
Stick around, we'll probably find out.
Taking it.
Do you think this might come in handy?
Have you
Sure.
ever known glue to not come in handy in an adventure game?
Yeah.
Good point.
I was just gonna say that. Good point.
The box is full of those snap hooks with eyelets. I think they're used in climbing or something.
Okay,
And they
take-
must be really reliable because a theatre would never let people fly around on wires dressed as superheroes if they weren't 100% safe.
So you're taking it.
I'll just take one.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, if that one breaks, you won't be in a position to need a second one.
Sorry, did you say something?
Nah.
Me? Nope.
The invisible
It's
wire.
a reel of invisible wire.
If it's invisible, how come I can see it?
Oh,
Invisible
dude.
ink is invisible too, but it doesn't mean you can't see the bloody pen.
Take it. All of it.
This seems like it could be useful.
I can think of a couple of dozen things I'd like to use it for, and only 17 of them are illegal.
Is there anything else in here? No? Time to combine shit. The time, okay. This with the wire.
What are you putting that on the wire for?
If I hook this over the wire, it will let whatever is in the eyelet slide along the invisible wire.
It would work better if you threaded something through the eyelet before you hooked it onto the wire.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess that would make more sense.
Okay, okay. Calm down. There we go.
Does it fit?
Sort of. I've threaded the crossbow bolt through the eyelet, but the flight won't fit.
That's kind of the point.
I don't
Yeah.
get it.
It
It's fine.
stops the bolt going straight through the eyelet.
Which stops it from going straight through my head?
By Jove, I think he's got it.
And now...
I've slipped the...
No,
If you could find something to thread...
Yeah, but if I do that, people will be able to see whatever I threaded onto. They'll know I'm cheating.
Getting caught does kind of defeat the purpose of cheating. If only someone had invented stealth string.
there we go.
I like the idea, but not yet, mate.
No?
Why not?
You haven't got the apple on the wire yet. If you don't line them up properly, the arrow won't end up in the apple. and an arrow just hovering in mid-air might look a bit suspicious.
I should have thought this through a little more.
This and many other things, me old mucker.
Yeah, don't need to nag me all the time. Jesus. There we go.
Threading a length of invisible wire through an apple is difficult.
You'd almost think that it hadn't been created with this purpose in mind.
Okay, it's done. We now have a length of invisible wire with the apple threaded onto it.
Now if you can just find a way to attack...
Yeah. The game is holding my hand. There we
You're
go.
not actually going to balance the apple on your head, are you?
Why not?
Because you have all the coordination of a bovine male who's out buying fine porcelain for his good lady wife.
Good point. I better find a way to make sure it stays on my head.
What if we glue it?
As we discussed previously, this is not going to get you a toffee apple.
No, I'm going to use it to stick the apple to my hat.
Smart.
Of course you are. Why are you going to do that exactly?
To make sure that the apple can't fall off my head. The arrow is going to pass along the invisible wire, but if the apple falls off midway through...
Yeah.
Arrow, face, bloody mess. Got it. Carry on.
We dipped it in glue. And now we fucking do it. There we go. I think we're set.
Okay, I've hooked the crossbow bolt onto the invisible wire, and it lines up with the apple.
I'm impressed.
I did a good job, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you haven't threaded it through your jacket, your hand, or anything.
Is it ready to go now?
I believe it is. Just put the bolt into the crossbow when you're ready to get started. Then we can start setting it up.
My grubber actually got unlocked. Okay. Let's do this, boys. So we just need to put the bolt onto the crossbow. There
Don't get me wrong, you've done a great job of rigging up that arrow and crossbow. Even I think this might actually work, and I lost all faith in humanity when I learned that Greedo shot first.
So what's wrong then?
Well, you can't just go motoring in there and start rigging up invisible wire, gluey apples and hooked crossbow bolts while the judges are watching. Penelope might not notice since her head is wedged permanently up Stefan's backside, but I'm pretty sure the others will.
Okay.
Oh, right. So we need some kind of distraction to get the judges out of the auditorium?
I would say so, yep.
Damn, okay. I guess we're gonna put Pharaoh War. The only thing I can think of.
Let's do this thing.
Finally.
Let's.
While everyone is out of the theater, we can set up the rigged crossbow and apple without anyone knowing what we did.
Good plan, boys.
Bonus.
Wow. Where are the judges?
Phew, we just got it all done before the judges got back into the theater.
Thank
Consuela,
God.
keep an eye out for anyone tampering with the fire alarm. The firefighters say there was no fire and that someone tampered with the alarm out there. If you see that nerdy English kid, tell him I got my eye on him.
He's got his eye on you.
Crikey, I thought he preferred them younger than me.
Okay, here we go.
Ready, mate?
Yep.
This is completely safe, right?
Sure.
Remember that time we went bungee jumping?
Yeah, I narrowly missed banging my head on that rock, only to get tied up in the bungee cord and nearly garroted myself.
Yeah, well, it's not as safe as that, but on the plus side, you're due a bit of good luck, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this was a bad idea.
Oh, come on, be brave.
Relax, mate, it'll be fine. Look, we know the arrow will land in the apple, don't we?
Yeah, but...
Well, yeah.
And we know the apple can't come off the top of your head, don't we?
Right.
So that's all that matters, isn't it?
You're right,
Well.
Mel. Thanks. As long as both of those things are assured, nothing can possibly go wrong.
Exactly.
And here we go.
I'm ready to perform my feat of bravery.
About time. I was beginning to think you'd sneaked out the back door.
Oh.
No way!
I'm not sure you're one to be judging people for using the rear entrance in any case.
I'll ignore that.
And have it edited out of the final cut, no doubt.
Can we begin?
By all means, show us what you're made of.
That's the one thing I was hoping not to do.
Here we go, nice apple, and... Whoa. I'm alright. How did he get the apple off?
Can we rebuild him? Do we have the technology?
I can patch him up. But is that what he really wants?
Oh, Julie,
Knowing
please.
the big fella, what he really wants is a chili dog with extra onions and a NASCAR subscription. But I think he'll settle for being repaired.
Are you sure that's his wish? Would he want to be a drain on society?
He's been on unemployment, workman's comp and food stamps since the day he turned 18. He spends his welfare checks on alcohol, video games, soft porn magazines and pizza. A TV documentary concluded that he was the dregs of humanity and that his seed should be wiped from the earth. And Montel is not known for his vicious rhetoric. Does it sound to you like he wants to be a drain on society?
Most people wouldn't like to think of their friends and loved ones waiting on them hand and foot.
He visits his grandmother at her retirement home once a week. She takes his laundry down to the washroom while he sits in her room watching Wheel of Fortune and eating butterscotch. I think he can cope.
Damn.
Brain damage can be a very debilitating condition. It's torturous for the relatives to watch as the brain function slowly ebbs away. Eventually, there's nothing left but a drooling husk slumped in an armchair eating corn chips.
Crikey.
That's right. Makes you think, doesn't it?
Yeah, it makes me think he's had brain damage for as long as I've known him.
All I'm saying is give death a chance.
And all I'm saying is get the hell away from him, you freaky death woman.
The death woman.
Fine, fine. Bury your head in the sand.
Is that another one of your treatment methods?
Damn. The curves on that thing. Dude, wake up. We did it.
Now, at this point, I have a little confession to make.
I think we all saw this coming. Closet doors are opening.
I told you earlier there were 3 tests to pass. There's actually a 4th.
Oh, come on.
Hey, no fair changing the rules, retro thingally.
In my defense, I never imagined in my wildest dreams that someone dressed like a 1970s ringmaster was going to pass the first 3 tests. Besides, it's not so much of a test as a promo. We like to film a bit of extra footage for the behind-the-scenes DVD we release each year.
We just need you to fly for us.
Sure.
Long haul or domestic?
Human-powered flight, buddy. Not for long. Just 10 seconds of flight in front of our backdrop.
I'm not really cut out for this test. Maybe I could try an alternate test?
Normally, I'd say no. So no. I'll grant you I've seen rocks that were more aerodynamic than you are. Nevertheless, these are the same tests we have every year. You either pass them or you go home.
Fine, I'll pass it.
And there is a 4th test. Damn. William Tell. Achievement unlocked. How are we gonna fly here? Mel, I need help. Help.
Mel, do you have a minute? I need help.
Oh. I see.
The receptionist won't take bribes.
I know. I already offered her $200 to... My leisure budget is not your main concern right now.
If we can't corrupt her, how are we going to get that vent switched on?
Oh,
When
now
does
I
air
know.
conditioning switch on?
When I switch the radio on.
Leaving aside the excellent job our landlord did of rewiring the lounge, when does it normally come on?
when it gets really hot.
So find a way to make it really hot in here.
It's getting
One
hotter
that
here.
doesn't involve taking off all your clothes.
Dude, I can't fly. How am I going to pass this test?
Are you absolutely sure you can't fly? I mean, you've never actually tried it, right?
I've never tried sword swallowing, but I'm not about to just shove one down there.
Maybe it's a latent skill. You've only got to stay airborne for 10 seconds. Do you think you could manage that?
Maybe. If I jumped from the Empire
3
State
seconds
Building,
probably.
how long before I would hit the ground?
Long enough to have regrets. Let's rethink this.
Seriously, man, I have no idea how I'm going to pass this stupid flying test.
It's fine.
Let's think about this logically. Is it possible for people to fly?
I don't think so.
Yet contestants have reached boot camp in previous years, yes?
I guess they must have done.
So find a previous contestant and ask them how they did it.
Ah. Okay.
Thanks, Mel.
If you
Talk.
Okay then. Well, I guess we'll pass that for the next time. So, thanks for watching guys, I'm DinXy and this was TV with a Let's Play of Supreme League of Patriots Issue 1. Patriot is Born. Don't forget to rate the video and don't forget to follow the channel to keep up with the updates and support me. Till next time.